feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. Things turned around, didn't ever think they could. I'm done with the bad, I need a little bit of good. Settle in the world, like everything is new. Stepped on a path that led me straight to you. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should.
I'll get dressed up to go downtown. I'm all messed up on a Friday night. Not really here for a good time, but if you're up for drinks and a good crowd, raise your glass to the sky. Let's toast to that. All these people can stare. I don't care about
Hello, everybody.
pity party.
How's everybody doing?
Mic check. How is the audio?
I don't need nobody. This is my
I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer this time because you know the ducking kind of has to come in and out a little bit, but
Right.
you know we'll see.
I won't come down on it. I'll just do what I
Thank you, chat.
want. Pity party.
We will see you in a few.
If my highs are highs, my lows are low. Need to blow off some steam to get back up. I'm not someone you should cheat on. 'Cause when I come back strong. Raise your glass to the sky. Let's toast to that. All these people can stare. I don't care about that.
Are we really having a smart doll convention?
Right? Plus, pair drops and some progress shots on Cortex 2 and the new Smart Doll guy.
It's Tuesday, January 30th, and this is your Smart Doll News.
Woo! It's not Monday. It's Tuesday.
We're back.
It's been far too long. It's been like, I don't know, 3 weeks, I think, since I think we were off the last 2
Yeah,
weeks.
we weren't exactly having fun, so we're glad to be back with you.
Yeah, I do want to say thank you so much. Like at the top of the show, a big thank you to the community for all your support these, past many months at this point.
Mhm.
I've been dealing with a lot of personal, family stuff, and we are, I don't know, it's behind us, if that's a weird way to say it.
We're making our way through it.
I do want to say a special thank you to, I'm just going to do our supporters here. Our super smarties from last time, Spiral Mind and Havlin Star, as well as most especially our Discord subscribers for sticking around with us and supporting us. I know we haven't been on and streaming as much as we would like to be, and we're back. And
Yep, and your continued support through all of this has just been invaluable.
Yeah, and a great emotional benefit to me personally. So thank you all. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about because we've been gone for a while, although things have been a little bit quiet. So let's dig into it. All right, first up, the Bodycon dress. We got a second revision, the second version of the Bodycon dress that he has shown us. What's different, Sandy?
Some of the ruching was taken away. It's a little bit smoother than it was. Now, those of us who have a little bit of extra fluff know that ruching itself is generally very flattering. It conceals things that we don't really want to show. I think it's very dramatic with all the ruching. I kind of voted for the second version with less ruching myself because of the ability to use it for layering.
Oh, because it's thinner?
Yeah, because like all of that ruching isn't gonna layer as well as the less ruching. But the dress itself, it looks more purposeful with the extra ruching.
That's where I'm landing. I currently like the first version of this better because exactly that. It looks more purposeful, whereas this looks like a dress like rode up her thigh. Yeah. So the second version looks more like it was a smooth wrap dress that kind of is getting bunched up her leg. Yeah.
Whereas the first one actually looks like it's purposefully ruched down the side. And
I know Danny does this sometimes of like sewing things down in a way to make it look to have an effect, right? Like not sewing for practicality, but sewing for the look of an imaginary practicality. I don't even know if that makes sense, but like this is. He wants the dress to ride up, so he's forcing it to ride up.
For example, like that's the retired now, but the tie front shirt, which you can make in the pattern, actually has it's actually sewn so that it bunches up here.
Right.
So that when you push it up, it's gonna push up in a certain way and it's gonna stay there.
Right. Yeah, the first one here, I think it's just a bit more aesthetically pleasing. But I do get Danny's point in that the ruching lends to hiding. I wouldn't say curves, because I don't think the curves are really hidden, but ruching kind of hides the details of the curves,
right,
of a normal human body.
Right.
And so when you look at the two, I don't know, I kind of feel like I kind of feel like it's okay, because this body, it's plastic, you know, it's vinyl. It's not. It is. You can't hide or not hide the curves. The curves are going to be what they're going to be. So I don't know. Like, it's. I think maybe there's some place in between the maybe less ruching, but make them.
I mean,
look more
I will
purposeful.
say the dress that's marked second, the second version.
Yeah.
I think is sexier. Because, like you said, it looks like the dress has, like, ridden up.
Yeah. I guess I don't find the wrinkles as aesthetically pleasing, so maybe there's some playing around to be done with placement. For instance, like the under boob wrinkles or ruching, I think looks better on the first version,
right,
than the second one. So maybe this would look good with a little bit more on the top, but less on the bottom. Like, blend the top of the first one and the bottom of the second one.
What could be done with this, although it might just make a totally different thing, and I might just be giving somebody who makes patterns an idea, but a dress like this with a drawstring that runs up that side.
So then you get to play
you
with
can play with how much ruching it actually has, and then there's a cute little tie at the bottom.
I think this is a great idea, and I think Danny should just do it, because Danny has been loving putting those, like, cording and things, and letting you play with, like, you know, where that cording, you know, it gets placed, and
so you just have two drawstrings, and you can, like, push it and pull it where you want, and then tie it.
Yeah.
So there would be a cute little bow at that little point where it lifts up.
Yeah, and if you made it so, like, you know, if you really liked it the way it is, you could just, like, if it was somewhat easy to replace the drawstring, you know, so that you could tie it off and, like, cut it down to, like, be exactly the way you wanted it, but in the future, if you sold that to somebody, they could replace it and make it longer or whatever. You know, like, I don't, unless it looks good, it might, you know, but the hanging drawstring of whatever that ends up looking like, hanging down the leg, is not necessarily as pleasing.
Yeah, you can also, like, if it's a thin enough, like, ribbon or whatever, you can also just tuck it up inside if you don't like it. So.
All right. Next up, we have the reveal, not really, right? Or did she reveal? The reveal of Marvel in Coco. We've only seen her thus far in Cinnamon and Tea.
I really like her.
She looks great. I mean, as always, he typically does sort of the lavender purple eyeshadow on the Coco. That are like, Reflection has more pink, but I think that looks great. The larger eyebrows. I wish the eyebrows were darker black versus this faded black. You can kind of see the difference. I don't know if it's maybe it's gray. But again, I prefer stronger features on the Coco dolls because it stands out more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like, it's nice to see. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody knows I love my Future, but it's nice to see no freckles. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we'll get there's a comment like that came up in one of Danny tweets later. So we'll get into that. But she looks fantastic. We also had some apparel drops. Cargo capri pants.
The cargo capri pants, and the way he's doing that tie now, so that you can actually replace it with whatever you want for a tie, which is pretty awesome.
Right, and this is exactly what I was talking about of him playing with these, like the idea of these ties and these drawstrings and things. So this is, I mean, they look great. They're well fit. Although, like most of his pants. They ride low.
I'm excited because your suit had Tommy Hilfiger tags on it when you got it, and they were like a piece of the Tommy Hilfiger, Americana striped ribbon with snaps on the sides. Okay. And I'm thinking I might be able to put it in the cargo pants.
Okay. We also have the what is this called? It's basically a distressed baggy weathered sweater.
But it's really more of a sweatshirt kind of heavy tee sweatshirt kind of thing.
It definitely is that t-shirt material that he's used.
That's that same shirt that came with the really crinkled skirt in Chaos.
You're talking about like the okay. I was thinking of like it looks like the same fabric that like he uses for the t-shirt dress, like the oversized. Yeah,
it is. It's a very like a thick, or not a thick jersey, but a smooth jersey, I should say. It's there was that green crinkled skirt, and that shirt came out. So it happens to fit both the pair and the classic doll.
Looks good. We also got a sneak peek here at Cortex 2. So we're seeing now legs. We haven't seen anything to do with legs yet. So we have legs and feet here. And this looks very cool.
I can't wait to see light coming through those.
Yeah, he said in the tweet that he's looking for, he wants to see light coming through those cracks. So
put some LEDs in there.
I think that should be a very, knowing the construction of the smart dolls, you should be able to easily string up some LEDs.
Yep.
That would be a lot of fun. Let's see. We've got it fully standing from behind. Some of the things are still a little bit odd to me in terms of like the placement of the sort of anatomical placement of some of the lines and the cyber lines. But Danny has been kind of, I guess, like with the painted ones, been going a little bit more aesthetic versus anatomical. But the lines, the actual pieces of how they stick together definitely seem to be more anatomical of how you would sort of bisect the muscle or something like that.
I love that the whole concept makes the screws more purposeful.
Yeah.
Like, because the one thing about Cortex is I've never been a fan of the screws.
Right.
And now it actually kind of works.
It's really starting to look very cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we've got an update on the boy sculpt, the guy sculpt. So this is based off of the feedback. I think specifically he says
Hana Fubuki doll actually did a mock-up, and so they've been working off of that. So I like it.
Yeah, I mean, again, a little bit longer face.
Yep.
It has the eyebrows are still very, very scrunched down. Which I mean, I guess it's sort of a differentiation I get between like male and female to some extent that he's doing, but it's very very heavy on these brows, and I don't know.
I still think he could have a little more chin. But
you mean like the width? You were looking for a little boxier chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely still has a youthful look. I would say I think he's a little more in line with the age. He's more in line with the age of the other smart dolls.
Right.
And if you want to say that's 17, I guess. It's hard to say. I mean, you can certainly do age with just the face up, but the shape, you know, that sort of longer masculine, you know, and like you know, a bigger jawline is what people have been sort of asking for.
I feel like, you know, she's going to be a vampire, right? I feel like Gray Transcendence actually somehow looks more mature than
he does?
Than regular Transcendent, than Cinnamon, etc. I don't know what it is about the gray and the red eyes, but it makes her look more strong and more mature. So I'm like, I'd like to see him balance, if he balances that. Yeah,
I'd be interested if he tried red eyes. He's definitely doing something different with these eyes. He is doing a very narrow oval on these. So these are brand new eyes that we haven't seen before.
They're not? Those aren't the like the Twilight or whatever eyes, or are those?
Well, okay. If those are from older guys, then I'm just not familiar enough with them. But these are definitely none of the like anime and semi-real eyes that are in production.
Oh, that's
for the
true,
girls.
because the eye is smaller, so maybe that is actually.
This is most definitely a tall oval.
Yeah.
Like, it is a different shape. You know, you're looking at almost half of this. It probably goes up to his, like, almost his eyebrow, versus being semi-real is a circle.
Right.
And so this is, like, shape of some of the anime eyes, but size of the semi-real.
Yeah.
But, Dee says, yeah.
I think his mouth should be more neutral rather than downturned. I think if they put fangs on him, it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you know, since this is a vampire, what do you know? I'm less concerned about the face up, really, and I'm much more concerned about the potential of the sculpt itself.
Right.
You know, he can paint, you know, expressions with the mouth all he wants. The eyebrows can change. All of that stuff is easy to change. So far, the eye holes look pretty good. I like the prominence of the nose.
I actually like the eye paint. I think it's good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think still I would again. He's probably just not going for this. I think it would be cool to see an even more prominent jaw, and a longer face. It's also hard with like the long face because of the shape of the sculpts and the head cap and the wigs and everything. Like, they naturally have a very long head, but we don't really see it because of the wig. But yeah, that would be good. Let's see if we have the stream elements is behind, but I will call out Spiral Mind. Thank you so much. Hoping for more square jawline and strong nose like He-Man. And I would imagine that if we're going to see that, that would be with the macho.
Right, that'll be with the other body that he has got in development.
Yeah.
Whereas this is more of an effort to get us a. There it is.
Yep.
There's the squee.
I like how it's coming, like the emoji explosion is coming out of the doll.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, this is an effort to get a boy out there for people who really want boys, because he's got a body that will work with it.
Yeah. But at the same time, I do think he wants a sculpt that's going to be a good base for different face ups that he can do.
Right.
But because I don't think he doesn't like keeping around a bunch of different sculpts and custom sculpts for like short run things that aren't going to get used over and over again.
Tempest says, "Could we hope for 2 boy bodies?" I guess the plan right now is to just do this one, but the other one's being worked on. Excuse me.
Well, yeah. So I don't know what
sneezing.
What is going to happen when we end up with both bodies, right? So we have the revamped current classic boy body,
right, with the evolved frame, because the pieces fit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have the macho body coming in the future. I mean, at that point, my assumption is we'll end up with 2, but I don't know how he's going to handle that. But it'll probably, I mean, I guess he's going to handle it like he does with the pair girls. Like, it's different characters, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt you'll see this character, you know, on that. Because I'm going to guess this doll, this head, is probably not going to look great on the macho body. I could be wrong, but he's going really...
Yeah, that's really muscular. Yeah, it's going to want more of a, like, real superhero face. Like...
No Name asks, are we going to address I'll say the elephant's trunk in the room? Is he anatomically correct? Absolutely not.
And Danny had said that they are not doing that. And if people want to do magnetic parts and you know, fix it up themselves, they're more than welcome to, but he's leaving that to other people.
Yes, Danny said no lunch boxes, I think. I believe the original, I mean, we have Gemini, and he does not, I don't think they've ever put any sort of amount, except I think there's the hint of genitalia on the girls, like barely like a line, you know. And it's really subtle. The guys have nothing.
They're more Barbie like than they are you know, angelphilia.
Yeah. So you know, Danny's all about empowering people to make their own stuff. So this is absolutely a great opportunity for someone to, although I don't know what Etsy's, you know, if you're, you know, although people are running from Etsy now anyway, but,
and so
you know,
if you want your doll to be a UPS man carrying packages, then you can do it yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, enough box talk. Let's see if we can get to the next one. We also have the Be Seen with Smartdoll shirt for pairs. The classic version has already been out, right?
No.
No?
No, Be Seen, this is you did it for the pair first.
Yeah, I thought it was out already. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, we actually just ordered this. I will look into building. This is going to be pretty easy to replicate.
And I would imagine most people are going to want it either on a t-shirt or a tote bag or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the next version of the tote bag for the dolls is this graphic.
I think so.
Yeah. Very cool. Totally in line with his mission, just saying straight up what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this lovely girl.
That would be Coco Future.
Who dropped, right?
Yeah. And she's been in stock. She dropped like a while ago. She dropped more than a week ago.
Well, we haven't been here, so this is news to us.
Yes, she dropped more than a week ago in Coco. She dropped in Coco first, and she has been in stock. Like, she has never sold out. She's just been in stock the whole time.
She is gorgeous. I love the depth with her blushing that she has.
I'm very tempted by her. But I've seen, like, I don't know. I mean, like, we've seen Liberty and stuff, and I'm like, I kind of might want Liberty. I don't know. I think we need at least one of each skin tone in the pair body. And I just have to decide what I want, and then we gotta figure out what John wants. So
then we have a couple of polls that Danny put out. This we have Pair Future with the long wig and the short wig. Now we have the long wig, right?
Yes, we got the long wig. I personally said on the vote that I felt like the volume of the long wig is better.
That's right. You on the vote, but we'll look at these.
I personally like the long wig. I think it's the volume is better, and it's better balanced with the body.
Yeah, I want to say that, I don't know, he might want to do a little something to the random short wig to make it a little bit better for the pair girls. Because they become so top heavy, and like you get the bowl cut almost thing going on. I feel like it may want to be just like a little bit longer and a little bit more scraggly kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, now granted, if she's dressed, like if you've got her in winter gear and she's got on like the solar marine coat and stuff like that, she's gonna look fine with that short wig. But if you've got her in more scantily clad or just in like one layer, like a little dress or something, I personally prefer the longer wig.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, typical, like when you have a much more shorter, rounder cut like that, it really accentuates the roundness of the face. Yeah, I think this could work better and be good if it were maybe a little bit longer or just maybe styled a little bit differently. So yeah, I agree. My vote is long. Let's see what we said. 71%
said the long wig.
Said long wig on there. It's 532 votes. So a nice strong poll there. We had one more poll, which was basically Danny just asking like, are you looking to actually put smartdoll in your collection? The pair girl, yeah. Is pair girl your cup of tea? Is basically what he asked. And,
actually, he said cups tea.
Yes, it's cups tea. So pair body, your cups tea? Yay or nay?
78% said yay.
That is, I mean, we weren't. Again, I think we talked about pair girls being like a lot of people are going to have at least one.
Right.
I'd be interested to see. I would love to see Danny do a poll to see. Do you think you're going to have more than one pair girl?
Right.
Or is it like, are you looking for, a specific pair girl or, things like that? I know he did start to ask, so make sure you check out the Twitter feed for Smart Doll Land about who you're looking for, which of the G6, because the G8, the pair girl head is essentially the G6 head.
G7.
Sorry, the G7. I'm getting confused with the numbers. It's G8, right? G8 is the pair girl.
Yes.
And then G7 is the classic version.
Right.
They're basically, it's, G8 was modeled after G7, so
right.
It's easy to transfer from one to the other.
So who would you like to see? Of course, we immediately said Kabuki. And then started coming up with cutesy new names for pair Kabuki.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Kachunky?
Kachunk. That was, yeah, that one's not gonna fly. Kabuki would be very interesting. I don't know how it would be it would be a total thing. I just want more Kabuki.
I think it would give the vibes of like our prototype.
Yeah, I don't know if if it would be the same masks or it obviously won't be the same masks because it's a different sculpt, but if it would essentially be the same design or if he would end up needing to alter the design because of the shape of the face.
I also said semi-real relentless. So get the kintsugi on the pair girl.
Yep.
And what was the other? We had both agreed on Dauntless.
Yeah, I would love to see a real badass pair girl.
Yeah.
And I want push the Dauntless version 2 is on the softer side. I would love to see him push her back a little bit towards the classic version
of
in
Dauntless,
terms
who is
of
just
a little bit more fierce.
Yeah. Yep.
What about, I know one thing that people are definitely holding out for, which Danny has currently shelved, is an anime Paragirl.
Yeah, everybody. He had specifically said no plans for anime, but I don't know. I mean, he's been listening to people, so
I think he just hasn't solved the problem of anime. He hasn't figured out the sculpt and how to make it look proportionate with the body and have it still make sense with anime. And so I like, he scrapped what he was working on because it wasn't quite right. And I think there's a lot of other stuff he's got on his plate. So he felt comfortable saying, we'll come back for it. Yeah.
But like I said, like in these polls, like in the comments, I mean, there were so many waiting for an anime girl, putting anime heads on my parabody now because I like anime better,
You mentioned something. Now, this is backing off of anime and going back to semi-real. You mentioned non-G7 semi-real girl that you'd really like to see.
Entropy.
Entropy doesn't exist anywhere right now. Like, he never quite got it right with redoing her.
She had a G4 prototype.
Yeah.
And then I think there was a G7 prototype. But it didn't make it.
I would love to see him give a try at classic Entropy and see how she translates to the that sculpt.
A lot of people want Entropy. Like a lot. I mean,
just in general.
Just in general, people want Entropy.
No,
yeah,
she's a fantastic doll.
Yeah.
Love to see the number of responses here. We got 686 votes on this one. That's a pretty good, response rate. I'm sure he has more customers than that, but being able to get 500, 600, responses just right out of the gate, he's got a pretty decent way to gauge desires and responses and help guide what he's looking to do. All right. Next up, the whole point of this video, Danny went to SneakerCon.
Yes.
And posted some pictures. I mean, I gotta say, Danny shows up at a convention that has nothing to do with dolls, and we come out.
Yep.
This is great to see. People. Showing up with their dolls, but also new people seeing. These dolls who are probably there just, for the other designers.
I love the second photo on the bottom here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just showing something off or if that's giving a doll or... maybe showing off the Cortex.
It's the Cortex, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Pride there. It's... So, thinking about the... I feel like is this the wavy media? What is, I can't remember what this wig is.
That's,
anyway,
New
this
Wave
wig,
Short?
New Wave Short, maybe. I feel like this wig works better than the random short on Paragirls.
I haven't even tried that one on my Paragirl yet.
We should try it.
Try it, yeah.
So very cool to see people showing out at SneakerCon. SneakerCon is part of kind of like a
group of conventions.
Yeah, it's a company puts on multiple conventions on the West Coast of the United States. So they do Anime Impulse, Sneaker Expo, and K-Play Fest. Roadshow. And I'm not sure if Roadshow is part of K-Play Fest or if it's like Roadshow is there because they kind of rotate and move the conventions around or something like that. But Danny is actually talking about going to, or like getting space at the Anime Impulse Seattle, which is set for May 18th to 19th at the Seattle Convention Center.
Right.
Now, what does that mean exactly, getting space?
He wants to make sure that there's tables for people who are apparel and accessory vendors, etc. It's like, so it actually is a little tiny convention within a convention, not just his table.
Yeah. So Danny's actually calling this out as sort of introducing Smart Doll Land, or the beginnings of a Smart Doll Con. I think this is a brilliant way, and it sort of lines up with what some in the community are already doing for the East Coast.
Right. So like with last year, and it's going to be again this year, we did the Geekdom Con with Tempest Strife and Shizu-san and Kitten Cat Shop.
And a few others.
And a few others.
Sorry, we're forgetting.
And we were just introducing dolls to everybody at this convention, which was a multiple types of geek stuff convention, just a big general geek convention.
Yeah, and they even did some, I think it got cut down near the end, but they did some actual panels, like educational panels about dolls and things like that. Like, there's a lot of room still for doll conventions, and there's not a lot in like decent travelable distances for a lot of people. So I know a lot of you are going, oh, Seattle.
Right.
But what could this mean for the future? If Danny is like coordinating these like mini, spaces for Smart Doll, whether he's there or not.
Right.
What do you think that means or could mean for just smart, like what is the future of, like, what could a Smart Doll Con look like in the future?
I don't know. We've talked about this before. We've talked about like the idea of doing like a Smart Doll camp type thing. We've done like, just getting everybody together. I think it would start small, and I think there would be an opportunity because there's companies that do these convention things all over the country in the U.S. So like you just have to talk to all these different companies, and then there could be possibly be small Smart Doll Cons across the country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess this is a question for the audience, but like, if we were to go to someplace like this, the Anime Impulse Seattle, sure, we have T-shirts, but that's kind of getting inventory just for that trip is kind of crazy.
We usually do them on demand, so.
What would you like to see? What ideas do you have of, like, if we had a booth, what would you like to see at that booth? Educational content.
We talked about. I had mentioned the idea of just having that we host the community hangout space. But it could be, like you said, educational content about the doll community in general. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know in chat, in comments. What would you like to see at something like this? We'd love to hear if you're, are you a vendor? Are you somebody who creates apparel or accessories for Smart Doll? Is this something that you would be interested in being a part of? Let us know, let Danny know, and hopefully we can start building up these little pockets of events, and just get to see you guys out there, I know everyone has a hard time like traveling great distances, so it's like, how can we? It's like, it's not just like, how can we have the event? It's like, how can we make this like everywhere?
And just FYI, we do feel that it is very possible that we will be in Seattle for this first thing.
Yeah, I mean, that the likelihood is I'll be there for work anyway.
And I just get to tag along.
So yeah, we'll probably be at least showing up for this. But we shall see. This is a lot of fun. I do also want to mention he did say he's in discussions for a potential London event in March, which is not far from now.
And we would love to go, but that's not possible.
No. Yeah, there's so many people that I would be dying to meet up with. But
March is just not a good time.
Well, and our next big travel.
We really want it to be Japan.
Yeah. But we shall see. We're, I don't know, if we can save up the money for for a trip, then we may do that. But again, Japan first, I think, is the real key. Just looking at chat, some of the things that people have called out about, like doll cosplay. I think maybe showing off making dioramas and doll cosplay thing, and kind of displaying that and what can be done would be a cool thing. And maybe even doing some we've seen people do photo booth type things, but take it to the next level. What's the next level of photo booth with really cool, crazy backgrounds or something like that, or do
a green. You could have a green screen.
Do a green screen and yeah, do really fast compositing for people and stuff, and there's a lot of fun things we could do. But yeah, we would love to see you. We of course are going to see many of you very soon, he says, looking at his non-existent watch.
I could look at mine, but it's dead, so we're not doing that well there.
No. I look at my phone, but all right, it tells us the date at least. K-Space says, guys, hear me out. We all need to go to Tokyo and take one of our Smarties because, well, it's wrong to take them away from home completely. And big spend trip justification. A time trip with other people would be very cool. I would, if anyone was out there during that time and we were able to align it, it would be very, very cool to meet up with some of the doll community and go do stuff together and I don't know.
Yeah.
We love hanging out with you guys. So we are going to be at. Do I even have a thing for this? That is merch. There's polls. I don't think I have it here anymore. We're going to be at Dollcon Dallas.
Yes, that's coming up February 16th to the 19th.
Link in the doobly-doo. And correct dates are definitely in there. Because I cannot confirm or deny what Sandy just said.
It's the 16th to the 18th, I think, because we come home on the 19th. Yes.
I don't know. So we can't wait. We know a couple of you have had to bow out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm very sad about that.
Miss you dearly. But for those of you who are going to make it, I cannot wait.
Smart doll domination.
Yes, for my D&D group, most of you are going to be there, and I cannot wait to utterly destroy you in person. So looking forward to that. We're also looking forward to all of you giving this video a like.
Panpack 1!
Yeah, open up Panpack 1 and give it a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. It's one of the easiest and best ways, I don't know, maybe it's changed, but to let YouTube know that, hey, other people should see this. So please do that. We really appreciate it. And in the meantime, we've got a Smarty Party for you. These are the pictures that our community takes and submits every week to our Discord. It's a little long. I timed it out earlier, like just
4
to
minutes,
see.
right?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
So please enjoy all the wonderful creative shots from the community, and we'll be back right after this.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone. Making plans so fast we go, worried as when no one knows just how we want it. Going left, going right, doesn't matter tonight, just how we want it. We want it. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get cute. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. 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 Dance, 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 girl, dance, girl.
Another great Smarty Party. So many weeks. We are now officially caught up.
Yes.
Thank you for sticking it out through that. If you are still watching, we hope you enjoyed all of that. For those of you who have not figured out how to get that done, you need to, first of all, join the Discord server at myladydisdain.com/Discord. And one of the channels that you'll be able to see in there is the Smarty Party channel. It's a little special. It's essentially a forum where the party planners post every week a post for that week that people can add pictures to. So you can't create your own posts. You can't upload into the forum itself. You have to open the latest post and add your pictures in there. If you're needing any help in there, just give a holler out in like general or one of the other chats, smartdoll even, for all it matters. And
people will be happy to help you out.
Yep. Lots of very helpful people in the Discord. Check it out. We love showing off all of your creativity every week, most of the time.
Most weeks.
So we will be back. Oh, you wanted to mention something that we missed.
Yeah, we were talking about Para Future, and she did actually release in Cinnamon and Tea as well last night, which we had forgotten to mention. We were only showing off Coco because she came out first. But Cinnamon and Tea did come out last night and
all
sold
flavors.
out. But so Future is now available. The other thing to mention is that Live and Let Live is now available without the as not a bundle.
Oh, so we've gotten our first non-bundled. So that means that she doesn't come with two of the option boobs. She comes with just the standard size.
Standard size. So for those of you who wanted her, you can keep an eye out for her to be stocked as a just standalone.
Yeah, we weren't thinking that was going to happen until March, but it seems it's happened a little bit sooner. So,
yeah.
I know a lot of you have been waiting for the reduction in costs without the extra set of busts.
It actually might just be Coco, but I thought it was all Live and Let Live.
Good call out. No Name says they call it standalone.
Yeah.
So and so if you're confused at all, that's what it means. When the doll is standalone, she doesn't have the extra bust included. Keep an eye out on this channel. We will be back next week. We will also be doing a live stream, if everything goes well enough, from Dallas DollCon as well. And we have a very exciting, very cool thing coming up that we're going to be complete jerks about and not tell you about. But,
but it's very exciting, and I don't think you've seen it happen before.
Nope. Nope. There's a first time for everything, though. We are, again, so grateful for all of you, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.